Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Speak English with Kevin podcast. Great to be back with you today. I hope you're having the best of days wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Welcome back. My name is Teacher Kevin, and it's great to be with you. We have a great podcast today. We're going to cover a lot of good stuff, starting with phrasal verbs. I want to take up on that where I left off. Now, I just published a video about phrasal verbs, a quick review. So hopefully you can get to YouTube, especially my podcast listeners, get to YouTube and watch that video. I think it's very informative. And I want to bring you 10 more today, just to start the show. I want to bring you 10 more phrasal verbs, but a little small talk first. Tell me about your journey. Hopefully your English journey is going well. I so hope that you get some value and learn something from this podcast. Millions are listening and watching, and I appreciate that so much. I only ask that you like, subscribe, ring the bell, so when I publish the whiteboard episodes, which I've been doing lately, you will get notification of that and can get on YouTube and watch these videos along with listening and uploading the podcast. So thank you all. I appreciate all of you. Okay. First up, phrasal verbs. Now let's just cover 10 more of these. And like I say, if you watch my video that I just published, I think I put up 10, I believe, and we're going to do 10 more just to open the show, just to reinforce you on that, because phrasal verbs very important in especially American English. You'll hear them a lot. So here are 10 more just for you to put in your notebook, so you'll have. Number one is bring in. Bring in. Would somebody please bring in the mail? Would somebody please bring in the mail? And again, this is more or less from an American slant because I am from the United States. I am a native English speaker, so that's the direction I will come at you from. And I think if you put it to use, it will really help your level. On the IELTS level even, especially with the pronunciation, okay? Pronunciation. All right. Phrasal verb number 2, carry on. Carry on. You'll hear it. You'll hear, carry on, my friend. My friend, carry on. In other words, to keep doing what you're doing. Carry on. Okay? Number 3, come up with. Come up with. Who could come up with 3 solutions to the problems our company is having? Who could come up with 3 solutions to the problem our company is having? Okay, come up with. Number 4, cut back. Cut back. We're going to have to cut back our production on that particular item. We are going to have to cut back our production on that particular item. Cut back. Number 5, fall through. Fall through. I hope my new business proposition doesn't fall through. I hope my new business proposition doesn't fall through. Okay. Number 6, fill out. Fill out. You will need to fill out the appropriate forms. You will need to fill out the appropriate forms. Okay. Next one. Get ahead. Get ahead. I hope to get ahead of the situation that we're having. I hope to get ahead of the situation we are having. Next one, give up. Never give up on your quest for language learning. Never give up on your quest for language learning. Next one, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and do that. It's okay. Go ahead and do that. It's okay. And the last one, number 10, go out. Go out. Could someone please go out and get the laundry? Could someone please go out and get the laundry? Okay, awesome. There's 10 more phrasal verbs for you to put in your notebook, okay? Put in your notebook. Speak these every week. You could even put a sentence or two with the 10 that I just gave you and practice speaking those sentences in front of a mirror every week and compare your pronunciation to mine. Okay? So that would be a good exercise for you. Okay, so that's a little more on phrasal verbs. Good stuff there. Let's look at the vocabulary words that I gave you last week. Okay, let's just do a quick review of the vocabulary words from last week. Okay, your first word was management. Management. I hope management considers my offer. I hope management considers my offer. Your second word was leadership. Leadership. The leadership in this company is very strong. The leadership in this company is very strong. Leadership. Our third word last week was innovation. Innovation. We need more innovation in the workforce. We need more innovation in the workforce. Okay? Fourth word was productivity. Productivity. The company's productivity has gone up lately. The company's productivity has gone up lately. And the last word from last week's vocabulary was sales. Sales. Sales have certainly skyrocketed lately. Sales have certainly skyrocketed lately. Good. Very good. And those are some hard ones too. Those aren't easy. So work on those throughout the week, and do your best to mimic my pronunciation and even intonation of those. And I think it can really help you in the long run. All right, next up, let me pull up a short story, because I really like short stories. I think it's a great way for you to practice your listening skills and also your comprehension, because you can follow along and understand the story itself. So let me pull one up here. Let's see what we can find today. I like the one we had last week. That was a good little short story. Let's see what we can find. Last week we read The Escaped Man. The Escaped Man. I like that. That was good. Let me take a look at this one. Let's see what we have here. That one is pretty short. That one is pretty short. Let's pick a different one. How about this one? How about this one? Yeah, let's go with this one. This one is called Don't Let Me Fall in Love with You. Don't Let Me Fall in Love with You. Short story. Let's go through it. Here we go. Follow along. Well, I lost my spot. Here we go. Follow along. Don't let me fall in love with you. Rubik's Cube 89201. I know you read the description, and you expect for me to fall in love with you? That, or you already read this story and you just want to see me suffer again. It's hard to see through the screen. I can't tell one reader from another. Looks, gender. Not that it would matter. Anyway, that's not the point. You should leave. Why are you going to the next slide? Stop doing that. Are you always this stubborn? I said, don't interrupt me. Fine, keep clicking. What do I care? I'm not going to be interesting, so you might as well leave. You'll get bored of me sooner or later. Hopefully, it'll be sooner. Best to leave me by myself again. At least I have the author. Unless even they left me again. Stupid author. Okay, I'm sorry. Don't end the story so quickly. I just met them. No, not that I want you to stay anyway. Not that I want you to leave either. If you're going to stay here, we might as well get to know each other. Tell me about your, oh, right, I keep forgetting. Or really, I just want to see if it's possible to talk to someone outside. It isn't possible to have a back and forth conversation. It only goes one way. I can only sense your presence behind this screen. The only way you can talk back is through the comment section. You can tell me about yourself or anything, really. And maybe when the author isn't too busy, they can tell me what you said and they'll let me say something in return. But that's only sometimes. As for me, I don't know what to say. It's hard to talk about anything. I live in a vast open space of nothingness, and there is only a single black screen. I can see you, but only a silhouette. I've been here for what felt like an eternity. Maybe it has. I can't get out of here. Believe me, I've tried. But the only time I can face death is through boredom. The only thing I can hear is each click of your mouse or each tap of your finger against the screen. And I know that you're still there reading. Once you leave, you just vanish. And I'm alone again. If you want to know something about me, it's this. I fall in love too easily. Way too easily. It's so lonely behind this screen. I'm so desperate for companionship, love, no, a purpose. Was I really put here for your entertainment? Was I created to satisfy your curiosity of seeing how a character, aware of their literary existence, will act? And the author for testing their writing abilities? But what about me? What do I get out of this? Am I supposed to get anything out of this? I don't want to be here. But here I am, repeating the same conversation over and over again. I don't want anyone else to suffer like this, to suffer like how I am. No one deserves this. I don't know what I did to be here, but even if I can't make someone take my place, if it meant I will be free, I don't understand why you're still here. You shouldn't be trapped here with me in this pitiful existence. But I'm happy that you'd spare the time to keep me company. I really think you should leave now. I'm getting these feelings. I don't want to get them. Not now, not again, not ever. I don't know what is even wrong with me. All I see is a silhouette. But your mere presence does this to me. Just knowing that you're behind that screen gives me a sense of comfort and hope, and I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose you. But that's why you need to go. If you feel some compassion, some mercy, then leave. Click away. Never come back here. Wait. The author is telling me something. They said I can leave. I can get out of here. I can't believe it. I'm finally free from this. Wait, what? No, 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 no. They said I can leave if you take my place. What a sadist. Get me out of here. I can't be here any longer. Get me out. I can feel it. You're hesitating. You're actually considering this, that, or you're waiting for how this story will end. For that split moment, I imagined what it felt outside this prison. But maybe this prison isn't any different with you locked behind your computer or phone screen anyway. I know it's only a trick, a cruel trick, and yet every time I will never let anyone take my place. I can never do that to the one I love. Time is different between the both of us in our different sides of the screen. You might think I fell in love too fast, and maybe I did. But if you've been here as long as I have, this was only a second. This time we shared was long enough for me to fall in love with you, and short enough for you to leave me with a broken heart. What a hopeless, pathetic, one-sided love. Our story is coming to an end. I'd ask the author to make it last a little longer, but I'm tired of their games today. Maybe the author will make more of this, and I can see you again, but I never know what is that person's head. I'm glad to have met you. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to have a little more time. The author is getting angry. They're over the word limit. I know that you have to go, but I can never be able to say goodbye. Can't you just leave the screen on? I just don't want to be alone anymore. Please don't leave me. Please. Okay. I love those little short stories. I mean, you get so much English there with some very, very good vocabulary. So I think it's a win-win. I'll read one every week. I love them. Okay. Moving on to our main topic of the day, the 8 building blocks of speech. Very important. The 8 building blocks of speech. What are they? Do you know? Well, let me just tell you what they are, and then we're going to cover each one and have a couple sentences to go along with it. The 8 building blocks of speech are nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Okay, now let me read you a little bit about each one. Nouns are perhaps the most fundamental building block of the English language. These are words that describe people, places, things, and ideas. Examples of nouns include book, city, love, and thought. By using a variety of nouns, writers and speakers can paint a rich and detailed picture of the world around us. Very true. Okay, let's look at verbs. Verbs are another essential component of the English language. These words describe actions, occurrences, and states of being. Examples of verbs include run, jump, think, and eat. Verbs can be conjugated to indicate the tense, mood, and aspect of the action or state being described. Okay, those are verbs. Next, adjectives. Adjectives are modifiers that are used to describe or qualify nouns. These words can be used to indicate the size, shape, color, texture, or other qualities of a person, place, or thing. Examples of adjectives include tall, round, red, and rough. Adjectives can also be used to compare things such as taller, rounder, or more red. Okay, there's your adjectives. Next, adverbs. Adverbs. Adverbs are similar to adjectives, but they modify verbs. Adjectives and other adverbs. These words describe how an action is performed, where it is performed, or when it occurs. Examples of adverbs include quickly, here, now, and very. Adverbs can also be used to compare actions, such as more quickly or less loudly. Okay? Next up, pronouns. Pronouns are words that substitute for nouns. These words can be used to repeat or avoid repeating a noun, or to emphasize a particular noun. Examples of pronouns include he, she, it, and they. Pronouns can also be used to refer to people or things that have previously been mentioned, such as I, you, or we. Okay, let's look at prepositions. Prepositions are short words that describe a relationship between nouns or pronouns and other words in a sentence. These words can indicate a direction, a location, a time, or a method of doing something. Examples of prepositions include in, on, at, and with. Prepositions can also be used to show the connection between different parts of a sentence, such as because of or in spite of. Okay, very good. Next, conjunctions. Let's read the definition. Conjunctions are words or phrases that connect two or more ideas in a sentence. These words can be used to indicate addition, contrast, cause, or consequence. Examples of conjunctions include and, but, because, and therefore. Conjunctions can be used to form complex sentences that express more complex ideas. Very good. Next, interjections. Interjections are words or phrases that are used to express motion or surprise. These words are often used on their own or at the beginning of a sentence. Examples of interjections include wow, oh, ah, and oops. Interjections can help to convey an emotional tone or emphasis in written or spoken communication. Okay, they show excitement, yes? It's like that's what the exclamation mark is for. Like if you said, wow, there would be an exclamation mark after that, showing that you are excited. Okay, very simple. Each of these 8 building blocks of the English language works together to create clear and effective communication. Whether you are writing a novel, giving a speech, or having a conversation with a friend, a strong understanding of these fundamental parts of speech can help you to express your ideas and communicate your message more effectively. Yes, very good. Those are the 8 building blocks of English speech right there, all 8. We read the definitions. Now, we also I have some sentences for you I have 2 sentences for each building block, okay? I have 2 sentences for nouns. Here they are. The cat sat on the mat. The cat sat on the mat. Number 2, freedom is a precious gift. Freedom is a precious gift. Okay, verbs. 2 sentences using verbs. Sentence 1. The bird flew across the sky. The bird flew across the sky. Sentence 2. I am feeling happy today. I am feeling happy today. Okay. Adjectives. The big red ball bounced down the stairs. The big red ball bounced down the stairs. Second sentence. The delicious pizza was too hot to eat. The delicious pizza was too hot to eat. Good. Adverbs. 2 sentences. She sings beautifully. She sings beautifully. And the second sentence. He always wakes up early. He always wakes up early. Good. Okay, pronouns. First sentence. She gave him the book that she was reading. She gave him the book that she was reading. Sentence 2. They forgot to bring their umbrella. They forgot to bring their umbrella. Good. Okay. Prepositions. Sentence 1. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. Sentence 2. He walked through the park. He walked through the park. Excellent. Conjunctions. Sentence 1. She loves to read and write. She loves to read and write. Sentence 2. He is not only smart, but also kind. He is not only smart, but also kind. And the last building block is interjections. Interjections. Sentence 1. Wow, that was an amazing shot. Wow, that was an amazing shot. Sentence 2. Oops, I dropped my phone. Oops, I dropped my phone. Good. So there you have the 8 building blocks of English speech and 2 sentences made out of each. Now, what I'd like you to do this week is reread these sentences and you underline the nouns, underline the verbs, underline the adjectives, underline the adverbs, underline the pronouns, underline the prepositions, underline the conjunctions, and underline the interjections, okay? And just remember, you have here the definition of what each is. So throughout the week, I want you to do that, okay? And I want you to speak them in front of a mirror. Very important. Part of the reason for these somewhat shorter videos is because I'm trying to slow down a little bit, okay, and impress upon you the correct pronunciation of the English language. Very important, okay? Stop trying to learn everything at once. Let's focus on the 8 building blocks of speech. Let's know what each one is, and we can identify it, and we can make sentences with it, okay? That way, as you're listening, you're also reading back, speaking in front of the mirror, and you're also writing, okay? Very important that we write some. And again, if you would like, subscribe, and ring the bell, that way you will know when my whiteboard sessions come up. And I think I've already published, I think I've posted 2 or 3 whiteboards. So get on the YouTube and check those videos out, okay? Very good. Okay, all we really have left to do is our new vocabulary for this week. So it's going to be a little shorter, but I also have some closing comments at the end. So let me go ahead and give you your 5 new vocabulary words for this week, okay? They are, first word, capital, C-A-P-I-T-A-L, capital. Second word, which is actually 2 words, market share, market share, M-A-R-K-E-T-S-H-A-R-E, market share, okay? Third word, collaboration, collaboration, C-O-L-L-A-B-O-R-A-T-I-O-N, collaboration. Fourth word, R-O-I, R-O-I. What is R-O-I? ROI is return on investment. Return on investment. You'll hear that in a lot of business language, okay? Especially dealing with investments or stock market. You're going to hear return on investment, okay? And our last one for this week is dividend. Dividend. D-I-V-I-D-E-N-D. Dividend. Okay, so again, take each of these words, look up the definition, okay, put a definition with it, and then write 2 sentences with each word, okay? Put a definition with it and write 2 sentences for each word, and I think it will help you a lot, okay? So there you have it. A lot of information today. Now I would really just like to spend a few minutes. I'll ramble a little bit so you can get some extra English to practice speaking, because obviously you have to hear it before you speak it. So I want you to take these podcasts along with the information I give you and just use the spoken word alone to practice, okay? Preferably in front of a mirror. I want you to listen. I want you to speak it back. I want you to listen. I want you to speak it back. It's about repetition, okay? The best way to learn the English language is to just speak it. Yes, you're going to make mistakes, okay? It's going to be challenging, but after a certain point, it will become easier. It's like anything else. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. So it's really just about putting in the time, okay? Putting in the time and doing the work. Because in the end, you're going to learn English the exact same way I did, okay? The exact same way I did. The only difference in us is I've been speaking English for, oh my goodness, 50-something years, okay? So that gives me a lot of practice. I'm ahead of you, but it's okay. It's okay. You'll get there. Whatever your dream is, hopefully you have a plan to get there and you have set some goals to accomplish that plan. That's the main thing. Just stay on track, okay? Stay positive and never give up. And we will have you at a level 8 in no time. I'm thinking 8 months. I mentioned that before. If you take my weekly podcast, combine it with the whiteboard sessions that I'm going to show you through the week, I think within about 8 months' time, I would think by the end of this year, if you are at a level 5 now, you could be at a level 7. If you are at a level 6 now, you could be at a level 8 by the end of this year. I believe in you. I have faith in you, but you have to do the work, okay? I'm here to help. Hey, leave me some comments, drop me a comment on what you think. Maybe something interesting you would like to hear, okay? Because as far as the weekly podcast goes, I try to come up with a different theme every week, mixed in with vocabulary, a short story to help your English comprehension. Short stories are great for that, to improve your English comprehension, that you understand what's going on in the story. And I would urge you to read short stories at home. They don't have to be big, thick books, just short stories. But I want you to comprehend and understand the English, okay? That's the main thing with a short story. So we'll keep working on that. I'm here with you every week. Please like, subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss anything, so we get you up to that next level. I hope you have a great week moving forward. It's been beautiful here in southern Vietnam. I hope wherever you're at, your weather is good, the sun is shining on you, and you are happy. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll see you next week.